Fishmonger approved, and today I'm going to give you a lesson in how to fillet an American red snapper. So here's a nice American red snapper that I got from our friends at Fish Busters down in Madeira Beach this morning. Beautiful fish, perfect size for filleting. You get a lot of yield out of a fish this size because the larger they get, the bigger the head gets. There's not much to the head in these kind of fish. You're really not going to get much as far as a cheek section out of, or you know, you get some throat, but as far as fillet goes, bigger does not necessarily mean better. Nice, beautiful fish. Let me show you a couple of reasons why. Number one, let's take a look at the gill plate. You want to look inside and look at the gills. You see how nice and bright red those gills are? That means fresh fish. Also got a nice eyeball on it. Eye is nice and clear. Also has a nice layer of slime on the fish. Slime good, dry means old. Nice, beautiful fish. So the first thing you want to do with these fish, I leave the skin on because it's a pretty delicate fish, and I like to cook it skin on so it doesn't tend to fall apart. You can take the skin off, but I recommend if you're going to bake it or put it on the grill, you definitely want to leave the skin on. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and scale it. So I'm taking this little utensil, which is a pretty handy duty little scaling knife. You can use a knife, but this is what I choose to use as a scaler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the back of the fish, and I'm going to start at the tail section and just start pushing the scales reverse from the tail to the head. And they're going to pop all over the place, so you might want to do this outside. And you'll see the scales just starting to come off the fish as you move along. It's not too terribly difficult. But I'll tell you one thing though, you want to make sure when you're doing this kind of thing, take a look at this inside of this fish, or the outside rather. You see this? Those look like daggers, and they are. I've ended up in the hospital with one of those in my thumb before because when I was doing this motion, I wasn't paying attention and my thumb was sticking out and it went right inside of there, and the only way to get it out was go to the emergency room. So be super careful when you're working with these kind of fish, particularly when you're scaling them. So I'm going to go ahead and take all the scales off the one side of the fish. Flip it over and do the other side. Again, be really careful when you come around that dorsal fin on this fish. Leave a few on, that's okay, because when you're done, you'll be able to go ahead and take them off, because you'll be able to run your hand across the fish and you'll feel if you've got it off. But for the most part, you want most of the scales off. So when you bake them, they don't come off in the oven. So what I like to do is go ahead and clean my table off before I start filleting. Try to get those scales out of the way, give the fish a good squirt with the hose. Just to clean it up a little bit. Okay, this nice and clean. Okay, I'm ready to go ahead and start the fillet process. So taking my fillet knife, and I'm using my boning knife for this. What I'm going to do is remove the head first. Same process, you've seen this before. What I'm going to do is look for the gill plate. All fish pretty much like this are built the same. So I'm looking for the gill plate, and I'm going to just give it a little cut towards the end here to open up the gill plate more. So, okay, here we go. Got the gill plate opened up. I'm going to come across the top. Expose the gill plate right there. And just give it a nice cut. You want a clean cut across the side of the fish, just like that. Turn it over, looking for the gill plate, and move your knife again towards the top of the fish. Coming down the bottom of the gill plate, underneath the throat, towards that little fin on the bottom, and there you go. Just get nice clean cuts. The last cut again is on the top. Just give it one nice little incision, and then we're going to remove the head by taking it and giving a crack in one direction. You'll feel it, and the other, it should come right off. We'll put that aside. So the next thing we're going to do is remove the fillet. The fillet on the left side, I'll start with my knife, just making an incision towards the dorsal fin. And it's a very delicate fish, so just go nice clean cuts towards the backbone, pressing your knife against the backbone of the fish. And as you pick it up, be gentle with it because the flesh, like I said again, is really delicate. Nice fresh fish. Snapper tends to go bad really fast, so the fresher the fish, obviously the better for many reasons, but it's one of those fish that as soon as you get it, you want to take it home, cut it up, put it in the refrigerator, or eat it better yet, eat it that night. Nice fish. So I'm going to take this side here and I'm going to go ahead and remove that little teeny bit of pin bone. There's not much here because I've left. It's got a, one of the things about this fish is it's got a bigger rib cage too, so when I'm cutting through it, it tends to leave more of the rib, or rather the pin bone, with the fish. So just a little teeny bit of pin bone I'm going to go ahead and remove from that fish. I'm going to cut through all the way down. In this case, I'm going to cut it through to the skin just to go ahead and remove the whole pin bone section. And there you have your nice American Red Snapper, one fillet. Flip the fish over and get the other side. Again, just the fin on the bottom of the fish, just make one little incision, come across the tail. Once again, I'm just going to make an incision. Nice clean motion. Across the dorsal fin, pressing towards the backbone. Down here. And the rib cage, once again, come around the rib cage. I feel the pin bone, there it is. And that's about it, that's all she wrote. Apart just like that. A little piece of tail on there. Let's cut that off, make it look clean, but that's what you're looking for. Nice fillet right there. And when you're done, you should see something that looks like that. That's exactly what you're looking for. So that's cleaning an American Red Snapper. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next trip. Thanks a lot.